if nothing else, one thing that I want people to know, and that I would want to know if I could literally only know one thing about life in the world, is that our life is a reflection of ourselves, and we are always experiencing ourselves through opportunities, through people, through situations. We are constantly experiencing ourselves. So whatever it is that you're looking for in life, if it's love, if it's joy, peace, freedom, happiness, success, you cannot find what you're looking for outside of yourself. You can only find yourself within the world. So if you want something in life, you have to become it. And to become something, you have to acknowledge that you are not going to find anything outside of you. So if you can't be love, no person will ever satisfy the craving for love that you have. You will get into relationships and you will sabotage the relationship, thinking that this person and this relationship is what is going to give you what you want, is what is going to save you. And until you can truly, truly acknowledge that you are what is going to save you, your feelings, your emotions are the only thing that you can experience. You create them and you generate them. And if you can't create and generate the emotions and the life and the feelings that you want to feel, you're not going to do it. No matter who comes, no matter what comes, you could have the best situations ever, but you'll, number one, take those things for granted. And number two, because you can't realize that the external things outside of you aren't the source of your fulfillment, they'll never fulfill you, and you'll spend your entire life chasing and looking for things to fix you when you are what will fix you. And the second that you can fix you, the second that you can create the feelings or the feelings and the fulfillment within you, is the second that everything outside of you will be just fine. What we're really looking for in life has never been outside of us. It's never been a relationship. It's never been the money or the career or the attention or the popularity. It's never been about those things, right? It's about the feeling that it'll give you, the experience that it'll give you. So if you ask yourself right now, what do I want in life? What have I been yearning for in life? I want you to really think about that. I really want you to sit with that. What have you been yearning for in your life? Are you yearning for love? Are you yearning for authenticity? Are you yearning for freedom? What is it that you are yearning for? What do you want so badly that you just feel like you cannot get? Let's talk about love, for example, because everybody loves love. I love love, right? When you love somebody, you are loving yourself through this person. People are channels. People are channels to your energy. Okay? We could talk about the actual science of it, the science of how an emotion is a chemical signal that is felt in your body, and how you think your own thoughts and you feel your own emotions, all of these things, and how even when somebody makes you react or somebody causes a reaction out of you or a feeling out of you, it's still you producing it. You are still the source, right? We can talk about the science behind it, but the real beauty behind it is the spirituality behind it, right? Think about the person that you love the most, if anybody. I know for me, when I love somebody, I am loving a version of myself through them. Most of the time, when I really, really adore somebody, and I get lit up by their existence. I want to take care of them. I want to make them happy. I want to make them proud. I see and feel my younger self through that person. I know how it felt as a child to want to be seen and want to be heard and want to be taken care of and want to be held and cuddled and touched and all of these things, like, I remember that feeling. And that feeling is what motivates me and is what I put out into people. That's how I love. You know, you don't know, you wouldn't know love from somebody else to somebody else if you didn't know it from yourself. If you didn't know it to yourself. You know, think about your capacity to love, your capacity to think, to feel, to be there for somebody, whatever the case is. Your capacity for yourself is the capacity that you have with others. You set the bar, you set the tone. How much do you love yourself? How much do you see yourself? Because depending on that, determining how much you feel and determining how much you see yourself is how much you'll see other people, right? If you've been through depression, anxiety, you've lost somebody close to you. You know how easy it is for you to relate to somebody else because that has went through similar things, because you see them. Because you see yourself through them. You don't know their pain. You don't know their exact pain, but you know the pain. You know the pain of depression. You know the pain of anxiety. You know the pain of loss. So you know their pain. So you have the capacity to hold them because you have held yourself, right? So when you're loving somebody, you're actively loving yourself through them. Sometimes it's versions of your younger self. Sometimes it's the shadows in you. You know, I love people because I get to take care of myself through taking care of them. Taking care of myself up to this point is what gives me the ability to take care of them. So the act of taking care of myself all of the years I've lived is verbatim what I'm doing for them. So that's still me taking care of myself, and I'm capable and I'm able to love and to take care of people because I've done it for myself. Or sometimes it's shadows, the shadows in me. You know, I when I love somebody, that I see something in them that I want to see in myself. I see they have a voice, they have confidence, they have freedom, they have knowledge. That's something that is alive inside of me and that wants to be seen more and wants to be experienced more and wants to be felt more. This is why you meet people and you get so addicted to them, you get so close to them, you feel like yourself, you feel so alive with them. You fall in love. They're the love of your life because you guys are like yin and yang, you know. The shadows in you get to be seen with them. When a person comes into your life and you can allow yourself to be free. You can allow yourself to cry, to talk, to care, to touch, to love, right? But and with anybody else, you can't really do that. You don't really feel safe enough to do that, but you meet that person. And all of a sudden, this person gives you life. This person gives you freedom. I had a partner of mine tell me just how much they loved me and why. And they always would tell me that they love me so much because they feel free around me. They can be themselves around me. And they're grateful for me and all of these things. And I told them, I said, you know, I am grateful for you as well, and I love you as well, but don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Just because you feel alive and free around me doesn't mean I'm the one doing anything. You are the one that is allowing yourself to be free and allowing yourself to be seen. You are taking the parts of yourself in the shadows and you're bringing them to the light. You're doing that. You're the one doing that. I'm not doing that for you. I'm here as a channel, right? You can channel your energy into me and receive it back. But what you're in love with is you're in love with yourself. You're in love with the fact that you can be who you want to be. You can be free. You don't have to hide. You don't have to pretend. You can be yourself. That's why you're in love. That's what you love. That's what you're grateful for. You're grateful because you feel free. You feel the chains, they're gone, right? You're not trapping yourself. That is 100% you, is what I told them. That's all you. That's all you. You made the decision to be vulnerable with me, and to be open with me, and to be yourself, and to be authentic, and to take the parts of you in the dark and bring them to the light. The act of doing that was because of you. And I think that you being in love with me is you loving that you can be you. And you're experiencing you. And obviously they were like, I just don't understand what you mean when you say I'm experiencing myself. And I'm like, why are you so happy? Why are you so happy with me? And they said, because I feel free. And I said, who's freeing you? And they said, well, it feels like you are. And I'm like, well, what am I doing? And they said, you're giving me the space to be me. And I said, exactly. But you don't need that space to do it. You can still do it. Now you should see how capable you are of doing it. And always you should be grateful that you have the space and that you've met someone that makes it easy, right? But it doesn't have to be easy for you to do it. It doesn't have to be the right person to do it. Now that you've seen that you are capable of experiencing your free self, now you should know that you can do it. Now you should know that you have what it takes. And they went on to say that, you know, at home with their family or with their friends, other people in their life, they just can't be free. And I said, what you're looking for, you're never going to find outside of yourself. You're never going to find the source of your freedom, the source of your love, the source of your authenticity. You're never going to find those sources outside of you. You're going to be looking forever. And then you might find somebody that makes it easy, someone like me, but what happens if I go? You can't tie your sense of self to somebody. And it's not about attachment, it's not about all that. It's literally, you can't rely on somebody outside of you, something outside of you to allow you to be you. So I told them, once you have something, and once you know that you're the source of that something, once you can give yourself what it is that you want, once you can create it within you, then you are it. And nobody can take that away from you. Nobody coming in your life can take that away. Nobody coming in your life and leaving can change that. Nobody outside of you saying things, doing things, treating you certain ways can take that away from you. One thing that they said was, I feel free when I'm with you. I feel free when I'm with you. And I said, if you feel free when you're with you, then you'll always be free, no matter where you are, no matter who you're with. You'll always be free. And that's something that nobody can take away from you. They can have you in chains, but if you feel free, then you are free. If you feel love, then you are love. So if somebody cheats on you or lies to you or makes you feel bad, right? That's not going to shake the love that you have for yourself. And that's not going to confuse you into thinking that you need this person, or you need that person, or you need this situation to play out this way in order for you to feel good. If you can feel good, just because you can feel good, just because you know how to do it, just because you know that you're the source, you've won in life. You've won. When I started to embody love, when I started to be love, right? You hear all the time, you don't chase, you attract, and you attract what you are. I didn't really know what that meant too well. But I grew up feeling very unworthy. And throughout my entire life, I had to find people, places, things, situations to continue to try to prove my worth. I needed to literally look and scan for evidence that I was worthy because I didn't know. And then when I would find people that made me feel worthy, and something happened to them, then there went my sense of self. My worthiness was tied to them validating that. My love, my sense of self-love was tied to somebody else loving me. And so when they left, so did I. I left. I abandoned myself. When they abandoned me, I abandoned me. When they stopped loving me, I stopped loving me. When they lied to me, I lied to me. All of these things because I tied something so important. I tied my sense of self to something outside of me, something that's unpredictable, something that's out of my control. And what happened? My life started going out of control. You'll know what your sense of self, what your sense of love, authenticity, peace, whatever it is that you want, whatever that, you'll know if it's tied to something outside of you, if you feel like you don't have any control over your life, if you feel like you're up and down like this. Because again, external things, people, places, things, you can't control them. You don't know what they're gonna do. They could be here today, gone tomorrow. They could love you today, hate you tomorrow. You could have a job today, lose the job tomorrow, have friends today, no friends tomorrow, have your legs today, legs gone tomorrow. So why would you tie something so detrimental to something outside of you, out of your control? You have to tie it to yourself because you are born with yourself. Your soul, your essence, your energy will be with you till the day that you die. You were born with it, you'll die with it, you'll be with it for eternity. So if you can get that down, if you can love yourself because you are love, if your sense of love is dependent on your feeling of love and your sense of joy is dependent on your feeling of joy, and you can be free because you are free, then nobody, no matter what, nobody can take that away from you. And when I started to do that, I still experienced people, loved ones hurting me, hurting my feelings, lying to me, putting me in situations that I don't want to be in. And you know what that didn't do? That never made me think, I need to chase them. I need to find something else for love, because the love never left me. It never left me. And the things that people do outside of me don't define how I feel about myself. They don't define me. They don't define me. So again, whenever I hear somebody tell me like they love me because they can be free or they can be themselves or because of something, I always tell them, don't fool yourselves, because I'm not the one doing anything. You're the one allowing yourself to experience yourself, your full self. And what would happen if you could allow yourself to experience your full self no matter what? No matter if you were being bullied, no matter if people didn't like you, no matter if people were watching you, no matter if people didn't agree with you, what would happen? You would feel so lit up and excited about life, and you would detach from so much, because what does it matter? If people can't make you stop loving yourself, if people can't take your freedom away from you, people can't take your joy and your peace away from you, what really matters? If losing a job can't make you feel any less worthy, if being embarrassed doesn't make you feel like, doesn't take your joy away, like all of these things outside of you, you start to really detach from the outside world, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't change how you feel. So what does it matter? Think about it. What matters to you that doesn't have an emotional reaction out of you? If you don't have to question anything about yourself, about how you're feeling, then you're not going to question anybody outside of you. You're not going to question things, situations outside of you. You're going to be like, well, it is what it is. That's how it turned out. That's just how it turned out. And that doesn't change the way I feel. When something can't move the way that you feel, then you move around it. You move through it. Obstacles become illusions. They stop being obstacles, because then you ask yourself, what is it an obstacle to? It's just an obstacle of me and me. It's me versus me. I'm getting in the way of being myself, of feeling love, of feeling peace, of feeling freedom. Just because people bully you doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Just because people talk about you and don't agree with you and make you feel bad doesn't mean that you have to feel any different about yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't have to feel love. Doesn't mean you don't have to feel joy, right? What would it do? What would it be like if no matter what people did, it couldn't shake you, it couldn't move you? You know, you get to a point where it's like people hype you up and that makes you excited, but that same power that you give people to hype you up is the same power that they will take away in a second. So when your sense of self, your sense of joy, success, peace, abundance, whatever it is, when that lies within you, people can hype you up one day and then shit on you the next and nothing will change. You can have $1 million one day and zero the next and nothing will change. You could be with who you thought was the love of your life one day and then now your worst enemy the next, and nothing will change. Nothing will change within you. Your external can change. The physical can change, but your energy will never change. And your energy is all that matters, because everything starts from energy. Everything starts from energy. In this physical world, your relationships, the dynamics, the situations, the jobs, that is all the manifestation, right? That comes later, right? So if you have your energy, which is the most valuable thing that anybody can have, you have your own sense of self, you have your own energy, you're in control of your own energy. Your energy is tied to you, your thoughts, your opinion, your feelings, you, not anybody outside of you. You can control you and you can predict you. Then when something doesn't go right, which has nothing to do with you at this point, you should know it has nothing to do with you, then you get to create more. You know why? If you are love, and you are dating someone, this person lies to you or cheats on you, hurts you, you are still love. So what does that mean? That means what's not in alignment with you, which is love, will fall away, and what is in alignment with you, which is love, will align with you, will come to you. So it makes it easier in life, because you don't have to change who you are based on other people. You just stay who you are, and whatever doesn't align will fall off. People that are not truly loved, they will sabotage you. They will sabotage their relationships with you. They will sabotage their relationships with you. They'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll hurt you because they're not in alignment with you, and that's a blessing. And then they'll fall away. And your sense of self isn't shooken because you know you're love and they weren't. They weren't love, and that's why they're gone. Not because of you, not because you weren't love, but because they weren't. And that didn't fit anymore. And what happens? You stay who you are, you stay love, and new love comes right away like this, because you never stopped being love, you never stopped attracting. Abundance, success, right? You're abundant, you have enough, right? So then you lose some money, you lose a job, right? You lose something financial. Does that shake who you are? Are you still an abundant soul? Are you still an abundant being? Because if so, perfect. Then a little bit of money loss, a opportunity loss, a job loss isn't gonna shake you. Why? Because you are abundant. You are abundant. So you align with abundance. So what falls from you is not for you. It wasn't abundance. And that money, it wasn't abundance. That job, it wasn't abundant. It didn't align with you. And what will happen? You stay who you are. You stay who you are. You are abundant. Money, more money will come. More opportunities will come. If you stay who you are, if you are what you want. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want? You want love? You want success? You want freedom? What do you want, right? And if you have to start from the external, like, I want this car, I want this job, I want this partner, then you need to go start there and come down. What is the feeling that you want? And you give yourself that feeling. You give yourself that feeling every single day so you can get it in your head that you're the source of that feeling. So you stop thinking that anything outside of you is the source of that feeling. You stop chasing things outside of you because they're not the source of the feeling, and you start spending time with yourself. You give yourself that feeling. You invoke that emotion every single day. Show your brain, be consistent. Show yourself, I give me this, I give me this. I give me joy, I give me abundance, I give me love, I give me this. Do it every single day to the point where you know it. Your brain knows it as a fact. Your body knows it as a fact. You can memorize it. That way, when things fuck with you, when situations don't go right, you know, hey, that wasn't really the source anyways. I'm the source. So if that's not here anymore, maybe that's just not meant to be here. Something better is coming now, because I know I give it to me, and I have my energy, and my energy will attract. My energy will attract. My energy will create. Freedom. Okay, I just gave this freedom, right? You feel free. You are freedom. So no matter where you are, no matter what your environment is, right? If you can't change your environment, change yourself. Because if you're freedom, then, like I said, you could be in chains and still be a free person, still be a free soul. You could be in a house full of people that don't like you, that try to get to you, but you still feel free. You could choose to get caught up in the government and the state of the world and the politics and all of these things, but what does outsourcing your freedom to that do? Because you'll never ever be able to control it. You'll never be able to control it. You'll only ever be able to control you. And you know what? The people that are quote unquote in power and trying to trap you and take your freedom away from you, you know that they can't do that. They know that they can't do that, but you know what they can make you think? They can make you think that you don't have control over you. And when you lose control over you and you attach your control over yourself to other people, they win. They win, but it's a trick. It's a game. It's a game. They don't have real control over you. You have control over you. You've decided someone else, something above you, something outside of you has control. But because you have the control, now that's the control, because that's where you put your control at. So whatever it is that you want, you guys, whatever it is that you want, you have to be it. You have to be it to see it, okay? You want to attract your perfect partner, be your perfect partner. You can't find anything outside of you. You can't find something beyond you. You are always experiencing yourself. So whoever you are, whatever you embody to whatever degree is all that you are capable of experiencing and seeing. It takes yourself to see yourself. It takes yourself to find yourself. You're not going to find anything outside of that. Love yourself like you want someone to love you, because if you can't love yourself, you won't know what loving is. You won't know what someone loving you to that degree is. Think about the biggest version of love that you can think of. How does that feel? Number one, you just generated that emotion yourself. Number two, you created that love. You created that love. You now know what it feels like. You now know what the experience is like. Be that. Don't go out and look for it and find that. Be that. And what is in alignment with that will come to you. And vice versa. If you're shallow with yourself, you don't really love yourself like you say you do, that will come into alignment with you as well. You're not happy. You're miserable. That will come into alignment with you as well. The universe is very fair, neutral. God is very fair. God will give you you. He gave us a soul. He gave us a destiny, but he also gave us free will. And that's what's fun about it. Once you have what you want, once you are what you want, you'll never experience anything outside of that again. Your outside world, your relationships, your career, your situations, they will be forced to be in resonance with that. It's like a mirror. You look in the mirror and you frown, you're going to see a frowning reflection. But if you look in the mirror and you smile, it's going to be you smiling back at you. So, practice this, okay? I want you to be clear on what you want. You want to meet the love of your life, as everybody does. You want to love. You want to make a certain amount of money. You want to have a certain sort of lifestyle, friendships. You want a car. You want a certain sense of style. You want, like, it could be quite literally anything. Everybody wants something different. I want you to write it all out. Write it all out. And then I want you to ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Get to the very bottom of it. Get to the very bottom. Get to the core. Keep asking yourself why until you can't anymore. And then you'll see, oh wait, I want to experience something. What is that something? Is it self-love? Is it authenticity? Is it freedom? And I want you to get so familiar with what that experience, what that feeling is like. I want you to invoke that feeling in yourself every day, multiple times a day. Seriously, like, think about it. Once you know what it is, sit with it and be like, freedom. How does freedom feel? How does freedom feel? Do whatever you need to do. Imagine it. Write it down. Just think about it. How does freedom feel? And I need you to physically feel that and show yourself, oh wait, I can feel this with my eyes closed, without anything changing, without anybody coming. I can go to sleep and dream about it and feel great and wake up, and all that happened in between was I was laying in bed. I need you to really, really get familiar with the feeling, the physical sensation, and I need you to also get familiar with you as the creator, as the source. Keep doing this every day and go about your life and watch what happens. Watch how things start rearranging. Watch how different people start showing up. Watch how different opportunities start coming in. Watch how much your relationships deepen. Watch how much your career booms. Watch how much your life starts to be exactly what you want it to be. Watch how the experience of yourself manifests, because it's always been you. I love you guys so much, and make sure to wear my blue throat chakra bracelet so I can really speak, get the point across. I think that I did just that. So thank you guys for watching Low Smitten, the Queen of Emotions, the emotional queen, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.